This is ZhuGeLiang from Assembly Summer, here with Neeb. We both played in the ASUS ROG SC2 tournament. So do you want to just go over how this tournament went for you?
Well, we both won solid $0, so I can't say it went too great. Although I think we both had pretty respectable performances. Like you took a game off both Sarah and them. You were very close to 2-0 in Sarah too.
Thank you.
And I advanced from my first group, and I mean I made it to the decider match of the second group, so it wasn't that bad, even though we didn't win any money.
So money is very important to you, but I mean top 12 in this tournament with this stacked player list is still super impressive. So let's think about the future. In 2020, if StarCraft 2 were to end after 10 good years, would you be satisfied with your achievements? Do you feel like you could have gone an extra mile to win, say, a BlizzCon, or GSL type of tournament, kind of like Cyril?
Yeah, I definitely want to do more. I'm not completely satisfied with my results. I think, I haven't yet made a good result in like a big tournament like an IEM Katowice or a BlizzCon, one of the really high prize pool tournaments. And it's not just about money, but like people try a bit harder in those tournaments. So it's one of my goals is to do really well in those tournaments. And I've done good in smaller prize pool tournaments and then even things like GSL, but it's not the same as like a Katowice or a BlizzCon.
After reaching top 4 in GSL, you mentioned that it meant the top 4 meant more than your actual WCS victories. What advice would you have to some of the young kids who are watching you in these tournaments these days? Like, how can they become more like Neeb one day?
I think it just takes a lot of practice and a lot of just watching StarCraft and like really with the intention to get better. Because like I started playing at the end of 2011. And I didn't get good enough to be competitive until like 2016 or so, or the end of 2015. And I was playing Terran for a while, and I was pretty good, but like I was still like just a little kid kind of. I felt like a completely different person back then, and like I wasn't good enough to play competitively. And it just takes a lot of time and a lot of patience and a lot of watching and playing StarCraft and thinking about StarCraft to get to a high level.
Yeah, I remember losing to your Terran in Heart of the Swarm on ladder.
Yeah, I played a lot of you.
Yeah. So, okay, let's go back to your 2017 achievements. You just mentioned you still want more. What do you think you have to change in your practice regimen to eke out the extra advantage? I
don't think there's anything too lacking in my practice. I think that my skill level is there. It's just I choke a bit in tournaments, or I don't have a great mindset going into it, or I'm not in a good condition, like I'm jet lagged, or I didn't eat well or something, like stuff like that, which always seems to affect me in the big tournaments for some reason. I don't know if it's just like I psych myself out, something like that, but yeah, like my skill level is there for sure. I just need to refine my approach on actual tournaments themselves.
Yeah, but do you think like training includes these things outside StarCraft as well? Like exercise, getting into a good mindset?
Yeah, definitely. I think most pro gamers do all of this stuff because it helps them in general, but it also helps them in StarCraft, so it's kind of an added benefit.
Yeah, exactly. So also, do you have some difficulties choosing a physical location to practice? Because in US you have to practice on EU ladder, but you get to be with your family. But then if you go to Korea, you have to be quite a long time away from the family. Has this been a problem for you?
Not really. Like I enjoy living at home quite a bit because it's very good practice, and EU ladder is alive at the right times for me. Like I can play in the morning and the afternoon, and it kind of feels like a normal job. And then I have the evening to relax and just kind of chill, and that's really nice. Like it's a really nice routine. And unlike in Korea, where it's kind of just it's a bunch of us in the house. We really have no schedules. We kind of wake up at like 2 or 3 p.m. and we play until 5 a.m. kind of thing. It's a lot less structured. So Korea, even though the practice is better, it honestly feels like a bit of a vacation. So I go there for a few months a year, maybe because it's more fun. Like I enjoy hanging out with the other pros and having a less strict practice regimen. But I can't do that all year. So yeah. I like being home and playing EU ladder, which is, for me at least, just as good practice as Korea.
Okay. Well, that sounds like you've put a lot of thought to it, and you probably know best, so Good, good, good. So, I mean, I'm just gonna take a little bit of a shot at Ravi, Fear Dragon. When I browse Twitter, a lot of the times he tweets at you. He says that Neeb is gonna win, and I'm gonna meet you and shake your hand and tell you congratulations and all of that. Do you feel like as a pro gamer, you're always gonna try your best regardless of how people kind of cheer you on? So does that just add extra pressure to you? Because I feel like at this point I've stopped saying this stuff to Cyril. I don't really say anything because I know he wants to try his best anyways.
Yeah, I mean, we just kind of, like, I think most pro gamers, or the ones that are really at the top, they're not trying to prove it to other people. They're trying to show themselves that they can win, or they're doing it for themselves, not for other people. Like, the fans and, you know, like, big people in the scene supporting them obviously helps. It's motivating, and it's a lot of fun to talk to and be supported by people, but we're mostly doing it to show ourselves that we can win.
So it doesn't add extra pressure?
Maybe a little bit, but I think it's pretty negligible.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it affects most people.
That's good. That's good. Well, thanks for your time. This is it, and I hope the American fans enjoyed this. Do you want to give a shout out to your sponsor?
Yeah, I guess just a shout out to Ting.com.
Yeah.
They have pretty good mobile service. I actually use them myself, and I'm really happy with it. So you should check them out.
It's like you don't need to pay more than you use.
Yeah, that's their thing.
Okay. So good. Thank you.